Bum, 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 bum. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Welcome to the morning stream. Today's the last day of the semester officially. Yesterday was with students. Today is with just the faculty and staff to make sure that we wrap up the semester on a high note, and making sure that everything is good and stuff like that. I hope all's well with everyone as we're just chilling out, hanging out, talking to you guys as I see you guys. Welcome in, everybody. Hope all's well. We're just chilling out, hanging out as always. Wow, we just barely missed the train again. How does this keep happening? Wowza. Well, welcome in, everybody. Hopefully the train sounds like too loud today, but hope all's well. Because right now I'm hearing it through my windows and I don't always hear it, so hopefully that train is okay. Welcome in, everybody. As we're just chilling out, hanging out, talking to you guys as I see you guys in chat. Welcome in. Hope all's well. That's we're just relaxing, chillaxing on my way to work. And I know technically I don't have to probably be there till 8, but because it is the last day, but just me used to doing my usual schedule where I'm usually streaming for you guys at this time. Hope all's well with everyone. Feel free to say hi if you're new here or if you're returning, just so we can all say hi to each other and stuff like that. I'm Rhypi. For those of you that don't know who I am a high school math teacher or college instructor when I'm not on YouTube, but when I am on YouTube, I am a video game variety streamer, and I do these driving streams like you see now, or sometimes card pack openings, depending on what's going on. But I hope you guys enjoy what you're either hearing or you see, depending on what's the situation for you. And if you want to support, feel free to support. I'll leave that up to you guys, because I know at the end of the day that it's up to you. And I know some of you guys are gonna look at this and be like, why is this appearing on my shorts feed next? If you don't know who I am. Just one of those funny things to say the least. But hope all's well with everyone else. We're just relaxing and chillaxing on my final day of the semester. For some people it's already happened. Some people it starts next week. It just depends on who you talk to. But hope everyone has a happy holidays, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and other holidays out there, because I know there's other ones. Like in Canada, there's Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, and other holidays, to say the least. Hello, Peyton. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Good morning to you. How's your morning going so far? So, if I remember right, it's also morning for you. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. We're just chilling out, hanging out, talking to you guys as I see you guys in chat, depending on what we are discussing and stuff like that. And me just trying to decide what to talk about besides the usual stuff. What I sometimes talk to you guys about due to me being a high school math teacher, telling you guys about my day, or in the morning telling you guys what I'm planning to do. Like today is our grade verification day of making sure that all grades are finalized and there wasn't nothing in there to change things up. But if you guys want to randomly talk about stuff, feel free to let me know. And worst case scenario, I tell you, like skip that topic, or I ask you more questions because of me wanting to know more about it. Just depends on what's going on, of course. Welcome in if you're new here. I'm Rhypi, where I just enjoy doing day streams to get a chance to get to know everyone. Even if I'm usually doing gaming streams besides these driving streams. But I know some of you guys know me through these driving streams now. And I know some people are worried because apparently there was a couple of people yesterday, apparently there was a different streamer that had a car accident. I'm like, ouch. I feel bad for whoever that streamer was that happened to. Just now for me, wise, I'm just like, I'm usually one of those people that I don't worry about speeding and stuff like that, so I don't think I'll ever have to worry about it, but I know that's better. You can't say too much because you don't know what's going to happen around you sometimes. Sometimes it could be a tire that gets popped out of place on a vehicle next to you and then it slightly hits you. Sometimes it can be more rough than what's going on around you. At the end of the day, you just have to make sure you stay focused on the driving. I have it where I can see you guys in chat without me looking too hard at it. Just sometimes I have to look at it if I don't recognize the name. And you're like, okay, what name is that again? Just one of those funny things to say the least. When it comes to that part of it, at least trying to figure out what someone's name is at times, especially in the morning when I barely can see the stream because I'm still waking up as well. So it's like I'm seeing the name and I'm just like, okay, how do I say it correctly? I don't want to say it incorrectly. That's the teacher mindset of me. Like, okay, I know 5 different ways to say this name. Hopefully I'm saying it right the first time. Or depending on their language origin, it might be slightly different. Just one of those interesting things to think about because as a teacher that I've seen some names so many different ways of spelling it or different ways of hearing it. I think the most I've heard from a single name so far, that's not counting how many ways I've heard Rhypi being said, is I think I've heard it 12 times one name. That I've seen a combination of different spellings and different ways to pronounce the name depending on where they're from. And then there's the common names of people mixing up. Especially if you have both in the same class. Or for me, sometimes I will say someone's name, and if it's one of my classes that have doubles, they both look, and I'm like, Oh yeah, I need to say your last initial. And sometimes I get attention of one of them, and I'm like, can you get the other one's attention? It's also why sometimes I purposely put them in opposite sides of the classroom, whether it's running back side to side, that way that if I needed to, I can say Johnny on the left, Johnny on the right. And sometimes I say left is whatever's closer to the door, because I know sometimes I'll say that, sometimes I'll say right. Just depends on the day. Yeah, as I told my students that if I change it up, just follow me for that day, because sometimes I accidentally change it up because I'm just trying to go quick. It's one of those funny things as well. Sometimes we, as teachers, we use our direction of left and right, and sometimes we do it in perspective of the students, and sometimes we say that depends on the stagehand of how you do things. There's so many different ways that you can explain it besides just those 3 ways. And so those are the usual ways I've done it in my math classes of explaining why. Tonight, planning to play World of Warcraft, and hopefully you guys know me. Hopefully I don't have to worry about Z on stream. I just don't have to worry about it being another one that I have to worry about editing later. Sorry, I feel like I need to edit the last 3 horizontal streams. I'm like, okay. Okay, it's coming from that direction. We'll see if it answers. Hopefully everyone's safe out there. Where they're heading to. Hey, Sis Jen, how are you doing today? Welcome in. Hope all's well. I can definitely tell you still enjoy using those emojis. Love you and Saucy. Yeah, I know at some point I need to think about it if I want great more at some point, so there's more variety, but I'm not gonna stress if I can use all of them concurrently or not, because I know that I only have so many and I don't want it to feel like that. I have to worry about which one's going to be unavailable and stuff like that. I hope all's well with everyone as we're just chilling out, hanging out, talking to you guys as I see you guys. And hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So, letting you guys know that's the only thing that makes me worry about these driver chances. Can you guys hear me? But I know some of you guys are more visual watchers for various reasons, so that's why I don't expect responses right away. Sometimes I always provide an option to say stuff, because I know for some that they appreciate it, some just because of how they need to do things for themselves. There's a lot of things that you can say, of course. But we're just relaxing and chilling out on this Friday morning, being the last day before winter break. Right now, it's grade verification grade verification day, excuse me. We're just gonna be trying to finalize everything, making sure everything's good, and then I'm not gonna say the full contents of this because of how I protect my students. But I had a student that told me that they haven't been here, but they noticed that they've been getting a grade, and they're just wondering if there's any way for them to change it. I'm like, not really right now. There's ways to change it next semester, but it depends on if you're actually coming to class. This is one of the ones that sometimes emails me every other week and just trying to ask. I'm just like, yeah, make sure you're at school, because I can't assign things when they're not in school to them. It's one of those interesting things. Hey Sean, how are you doing today? Welcome in. How are you doing today, Sean? My voice is sounding raspy today. Maybe I'll get something to eat on my way to work today. Who knows? Excuse me on the yawn. Hello, Lexi. How are you doing today? Welcome in. How's your day going so far? Hello, boss. How are you doing today? Congratulations on getting a membership on the channel. That's good to hear. Don't know if you had a chance yet, because I know you usually stop by during my driving streams. Have you had a chance to see the game stuff? Or yeah, I had a chance to, and that's okay if you haven't. I just know you once asked me about the game content, so I want to make sure you got a chance to. And like I told you before, I can't guarantee that I play a game that you enjoy, and understand if you don't stop by during gaming streams because it doesn't interest you, because I know everyone has their cup of tea when it comes to what game they want to watch. I'm glad everything's going good, I'm just thinking of too many things in my head. It's the last day of work. Stop stressing so much, Rhypi. You're okay. Bum, bum, bum. ADHD is more about the fact that you get distracted easily. For me, it's just a case that I'm constantly thinking about what I need to do for work when I'm talking to you guys, or vice versa, because I want to make sure I'm not forgetting to do anything for any person, because that's just me, because I don't want to ever feel like that I forgot to say that something that I meant to say and stuff like that. Why is the traffic so backed up? I'll just go this way because I don't know why it's so backed up right now. But welcome in, everyone. Hope all's well. If you want to say hi to everyone, feel free to do so. If you're first time here, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Hope all's well with everyone, as we're just relaxing and chillaxing on our way to work. And sometimes I'm talking to you guys, sometimes I'm humming. Just depends on what I'm feeling like today. I can understand that. Yeah, I know that for some people it goes that quick, their attention span, and sometimes it's the case for me. I don't think that many things at the same time, but I've seen it before how much it can affect people. Salve Jonas, Arbigato. Thank you for being here. Because I've seen some people that have that many tabs open, instead of worry about trying to figure out which one it is, that some just close everything and then forget that they set it up, that it comes back. And the other people, like you said, will keep looking at all 8,000 tabs until they find the one. It just depends on which version of the ADHD you have. And some I know for me, it's just one of those cases that I'm just like, don't think that many topics in my head to where I have to worry about that being an issue. But I know that some people aren't as fortunate, fortunate, or is fortunate, however you want to say it. Some people enjoy being able to not know right away which tab is the one that is working. And I don't know why. Why for sure, because it's not like every time I ask someone they offer cancer, but what they enjoy and not enjoy about it. I understand that, boss. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Indeed. But it's one of those interesting things to say the least. That's why from my students wise when I see it happen sometimes I work with each of them of coming up with the notation of if I'm not how I'm knocking on the desk of which focus I want them to be on so they can know when they hear it again that they know why I'm doing the knock. Nice, boss. Yeah, right now for me, I'm in Texas where it is 6:43 a.m. But hopefully it's turning out well for you, boss. The training, huh? Or excuse me, trading. I almost said training. Probably said training at first, knowing me. But hope it's the way you want it. You didn't have to worry about redoing it 5 times because you didn't like the color you chose originally. I've seen that happen to a lot of people. when you told me Eastern Standard Time, wanted you to know my time zone, just so you know, because I could remember if I told you my time zone before. So yeah. And knowing you probably first started doing it last night because you couldn't get any sleep, but then you're like, I want to finish this. Know that some people will always look at me when I do these streams. Once they realize I'm a teacher, they're like, but why are you going to school that early? The simple answer is when I start tutorials, I don't have to work on tutorials and finish up their grades or plan out the lessons at the same exact time. Because that way they know if they're in tutorials that I'm focused on just them. So. Like today, I can understand why some people even question it, because it being like the grade verification where it's just us of faculty and staff in the building. Nice. Nice bus. Your class is going good? Did everything you could for this semester? If you don't mind me asking. That's good. Did you add any classes that you felt like you wish you could do better? Or was they all good for you this year? Hello, Boom. How are you doing today? Welcome in. I'm doing well. I think since last time me and you talked, Boom Slayer, that I now have a teaching job again. That I work at a high school once more, so I have a full-time job again. So I've been doing that this year, and today is my last day until winter break is over. Nice, boss. I just know some people had that one subject that they were struggling in, so always ask just in case. Because even though I'm on YouTube, I'm still gonna see if there's any way I can help people, because that's just me. Indeed. Indian Boot Slayer is one of those cases that when I did the interview, that originally they was going to ask me to teach Algebra 1 or Algebra 2, and then they heard what I said about wanting to help students succeed and help them prepare for college, that they offered me the college math prep class instead. After I was done with my initial questions, I was just like, wow, didn't expect to see that. Yeah. Understand that, but hopefully you're able to get it just so you don't have to stress about that as much. Exactly, boss. that's why, for me, when I talk to some of my students, when they question why they need to go to college and stuff, I said, you're right, you don't need to. Just depending on what you're wanting to do, some of the jobs out there won't let you just have a high school diploma, but some of us have those safety nets of being able to get those jobs. It's just some of those jobs you have to know someone as well. It's just one of those interesting things, to say the least. I know some of you guys, you're more than well capable of it. That's still respectful as well. That's still respectable as well, because someone has to do stuff to make sure that the building is safe and stuff like that. Whether it's quick repairs or repairs you're just like, this is gonna take a week. So how backed up the system is. Yeah, because they would disrespect you. You have that right. Even though in some schools they have to first tell the AP who did it, but some schools they give you guys the actual slips, being like, here you go. At my campus this year, we really don't do detentions as much as other campuses I've been at. We do more what's called restoration circles. And it seems like it's helped some of the students. Nice bus. I know you want the numbers to be higher, but still nice start for the training hall. If I remember right, that some of those numbers could be higher. Makes sense. At first I was like, why do you need a breeder for the next to the villagers? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. There's a lot of applications that helps with a lot of different projects / red light, the red mining system, depending on how you are incorporating it. And it's funny, I know different things about Minecraft, but I only played Minecraft, I would say, at most 10 minutes. Because it was my dad's account. Maybe at some point that I'd get an account for myself, or use my dad's account to explore Minecraft for officially first time, besides just knowing bits and pieces because of me watching people on the internet. Hello. How are you doing today? welcome in. Just remember, I would just recommend just instead of worrying about being people chat engaging, because some people, if they like you discuss, they'll support you in any way. Just important thing is make sure you support back, because if they see that you don't do any supporting yourself when you're asking for support, they're not going to help you. So just keep that in mind. Because like I said that will help you, but some, if they see that you don't help back, they'll be like, oh, do I really want to help this person? So just things to think about. It's very easy to help people out, but the question is, will it be a two-way system? That's how some people will view things. So thank you, Jen, for the 100. Hot cocoa as well. Whoa, Jen. Did not expect that this morning. Thank you very much. Nice, boss. Man, you're just sending everything at me, Jen. Thank you for the floating heart. Just realized I forgot to have my phone charging. Dang it. Oh well. Yeah, it happens sometimes. A nice bus. And boss, if you don't mind me asking, since I only see your handle, is your channel name the same, or do you have a different name for your channel name? Just so I know when I'm looking at it later, that I know what to expect. You know how our handle name right now, our on streams lately, we have our @ which is our handle. You know how when you first set up your account, depending on when you set up your account, they first ask what did you want your channel name to be. So that's why I'm asking. Just curious, or did you set it up when they asked you to make the handle right away? So just was curious if it's the same name or not. Because like for me, I'm Rhypi Gaming no matter if you look at the handle or not. But like, just making sure that I find your channel correctly. Because like for Jen88, that her channel name is Jen Anon. If you don't mind, do you mind telling me what's your channel name? Just so I know for future references. No worries. No worries, boss. I just figured to know just in case. Because I have a couple of you guys that are named boss of some kind, so want to make sure that if I need to differentiate you guys, I know more things about you guys besides just your channel, your handle names. Okay. Explains why you have King Boss the Fifth on your name. If you want me to call you Sky King, I don't mind. I just know that when I first met you, I know that you just was in the stream for a moment and you're just like, oh, it's a driving stream. I'll check out your gaming later. So, figured to ask since you've been in chat longer today. Because I know some of you guys, y'all have a preferred name you want me to say, so figured to ask you guys instead of just assuming a name. That's that teacher aspect of me that wants to make sure that everyone is me calling everyone their correct name. Because I know it matters to everyone, to say the least. But I'll go ahead and let you guys go because I need to get to work. I hope everyone has a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching the stream or watching the playbacks, depending on what you enjoy watching. I'll see you guys next time, whenever that is, whether it's later today when I do the stream coming home, or World of Warcraft later tonight. See you guys next time. Peace.